Hi, this is Brenda from BYagerStamps.com. Just bringing a quick thank you card tutorial. These 3 pieces of paper are from My Mind's Eye. I'll show you the pack in just a second. They are cut at 3 1/4 inches long by 1 1/4 inches wide. And I'm just inking up the edges with some Ranger Tim Holtz Distress Ink and Vintage Photo. I start off the paper and swirl onto the paper. I just find that's the easiest way for me to do it. And then it sort of blends it into the paper a little bit better. And then I run the foam applicator along the edges to get rid of any of the white edges. I think it just makes it look more finished, makes it stand off the page just a little bit more. So I ink up all 3 of those, and then this base goes on the card front. It's actually 1/4 inch smaller than the card front. This is just a normal A2 size card. Excuse me. So I ink that edge up as well, and then we will get those 3 pieces adhered on there. Use a little baby wipe to clean up my surface because inevitably I will get that ink on everything. There's the paper pack Lime Twist from My Mind's Eye. It's I believe it's the Happy Go Lucky. Yes, the Happy Go Lucky designer cardstock paper in a 6x6 pad. Just using my Scotch ATG gun to adhere these down. I really don't measure, I just sort of eyeball. I just knew I wanted to go in the left up hand corner. So I get those 3 pieces adhered down, and then I'm going to use the Modern Label Punch from Stampin' Up!, one of my favorite punches. It actually is made to go perfectly with the word window punch, which I'll show you later. But I'm picking this green paper because it's from the same paper pack, but it is a little more contrasting, so it'll stand out more because I'm going to put it on top of those 3 pieces of paper. So I ink up those edges as well, just to keep some continuity among the pieces of paper on this card. So I ink that up, set that aside, and now I'm going to ink up a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This stamp set is the Short and Sweet. It has a really nice variety of different sentiments in it. I'm using thank you because I feel like you can never have too many thank you cards. Don't like the way the first one turned out, so I'm just going to stamp it again. And then this punch fits perfectly in the Stampin' Up! Word Window punch. And then you just turn it over and you can kind of line it up much more easily that way. Stamp that up, or stamp that out, and then adhere it to what we've already punched out with the Modern Label Punch. I love the way that it fits together. It's so much easier than having to mat everything yourself. So I just adhere that down, and then I'm going to adhere the whole sentiment directly in the center of those 3 strips of paper in that upper left hand corner. Now I'm just taking some white grosgrain ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a simple knot in it. That's going to go in the upper right hand corner of the card. This is just going to be a short piece. I'm going to trim up the edges with my Singer scissors, and then I use Scotch quick dry adhesive on the edges. You can also burn them, but I found I'm not very good at that, and I tend to just leave charred edges, so I don't do that anymore. And the quick dry dries very quickly, as advertised, so it doesn't make any mess on my card front. So I'm just adhering that down, and then I'm going to take a mini glue dot and roll it up and put that just behind the knot, just to make sure that it's adhered well. Sorry, my head's in the way. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the lower left-hand corner with a little bit longer piece of the white ribbon. What I did do that you can't see is I used the Stampin' Up! Matte Pack. It has a beautiful paper piercing template, so you can perfectly line up everything. So I lined up 3 separate dots, paper pierced, and then put the silver brads in there. For some reason that part of the video turned out extremely blurry. You couldn't see what I was doing at all, so you'll be able to see that in the final picture. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. come visit me at beagerstamps.com. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.